After our discussion last night, I have been thinking about what are our best vegetarian breakfasts, and I have assembled the 6 best that we have here at Le Grand. And of course, because you are here, when I tell you about these wonderful foods, we'll be able to see them appear right in front of us. Shall we get started? The first vegetarian breakfast that I have for you is our vegetarian breakfast hash. At the base of this hearty and delicious breakfast is roasted potato and sweet potato. These have been cut into small pieces and roasted to absolute perfection. This is then topped with our scrambled eggs, which is a perfect consistency, a little bit custardy and oh so eggy and delicious. On the side we have roasted red onions. The roasting just brings out the sweetness and cuts through a little bit of that biting flavor, so you're left with just the sweet, delicious flavor of the red onions. This also comes with 3 roasted tomatoes. These are fine ripened farm fresh tomatoes. They are stupendously delicious. On top of all this, we place our butternut squash triangles. They add a beautiful orange color and all of the associated nutrients and a bit of sweetness and an extra touch of starch. All of this comes together to form one of the most delicious breakfasts in Tingledom. And all of this is garnished on top with our fresh oregano. We actually grow this right outside the door of the kitchen in the back. Our own fresh little herb garden. So, very, very fresh. The second breakfast I have to show you is our elegant omelette. This omelette provides a touch of refinement to your breakfast at Le Grand. It is double strained to remove any impurities in the omelette itself, and then it is cooked so it is smooth and perfectly textured. Now this omelette is wonderful served just on its own. You can have just a swipe of butter up the middle and a little bit of sea salt flakes. Wonderful. Here you can see we've given it just a simple filling of roasted butternut squash. Again, of course, we must have that swipe of butter as well. And it has been topped with chives. And essential for our elegant omelette is Malden sea flakes, which just add that touch of saltiness as soon as they hit your tongue. Another popular option is our avocado on toast. Here at the base is our delicious multi-grain seed toast. This bread has millet, chia seeds, poppy seeds, sesame seeds, and it just adds those touches of flavor and those extra good nutrients. Has an amazing flavor and has as it is toasted. It has a very rustic and golden exterior. This is then topped with our smears of smashed avocado. Very fresh, very decadent. We know the oils that naturally come in avocado, but these are combined with beautiful nutrients for an amazing flavor. On top of our avocado toast is a poached egg. You can, of course, select how this would be cooked. I recommend a little runny yolk so that it can run all over the rest of your toast. To garnish our avocado on toast, we have fresh pea shoots. These come to us from the grounds just up the street from the Tingledom Castle greenhouses. And of course, our molten sea salt flakes. Our fourth vegetarian breakfast is our golden, delicious pancakes. Here you can see we have 3 absolutely beautiful pancakes. These have been cooked to that perfect level. No undercooking, no overcooking, just the absolutely perfect level. This has been topped with our Vermont maple syrup to meld together that syrupy taste which soaks into these stupendous pancakes. And on top, garnished with a lovely pad of whipped butter. Our 5th vegetarian breakfast that I've selected for you is our strawberry Nutella grapes. This is a decadent and devilish way to start your day. 3 of our beautiful grapes. They are thin and delicate and just so perfect. And they have been filled with our stewed strawberries and, of course, Nutella. Now we know the flavor of Nutella is delicious chocolate and hazelnut all wrapped up together. And strawberry, to me, goes perfectly with this. So these have been wrapped and rolled all together, and they've been placed on this plate, on the bottom of which is a swirl of Nutella, so you get a bit of extra Nutella there as well. These 3 gorgeous, amazing grapes have been garnished with a fresh strawberry. Again, these strawberries come from the castle grounds. And you get drips of strawberry syrup. Oh, to me, it just looks like a work of art. And it tastes like, well, you'll want to gobble it straight up. And the 6th vegetarian breakfast that I have to show to you is our vegetarian breakfast burrito. At the base of this amazing burrito is one of our rustic homemade flour tortillas. Now we do make these fresh every day in-house, and one of the things I love about these is just the unique and individual nature of every single one. So you can see the edges are crackly, and you can see that the dotting is random, so that every time you get one, it is the only one that will ever look like that. And of course the flavor is to die for. You could just go back into the kitchen and gobble these all up, and that would be a breakfast alone. For this breakfast burrito, we have put on top of these amazing tortillas our scrambled eggs, triangles of our butternut squash. Added to this, we bring in fresh greens. These come from our own garden. We do grow our own fresh greens here. And then slices of fine, ripened cocktail tomatoes. The perfect size, so they're a bit smaller than typical field tomatoes, but they still come in a round rather than grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, which are a bit smaller. Perfect. This is then garnished with fresh chives, cut right to order. So we literally walk out the back door and cut chives and then sprinkle it on top of your plate. This all is drizzled with our house-made balsamic reduction, which is a dreamy balsamic sauce. Now, this is the interior. Of course, when we serve this to you, it won't look like this, but it will be all folded together into our tightly formed breakfast burrito and cut into half and served just so. Is that not a sight? So, you have 6 options. What can I get you this morning?